Hi there, my name is Rebecca Mager, and I have been in real estate in some form or another for the past 11, 12 years or so. And currently I'm a licensed real estate broker and I flip houses. I primarily got my real estate license in the beginning. I was working for an investor and helping him with different deals and whatnot. But as it progressed, my partner at the time, we realized that we really wanted to flip houses and we were really excited about it. I loved the design aspect of it. He more so ran the construction and project management side of things. So when we were getting started out, we knew in order to be truly successful, you really can't do one house at a time. You need to be able to scale and you need to be able to go bigger. But that said, there's so many, I think we figured out at one point, there was close to like 1,000 decisions that need to be made from start to finish, from the acquisition to the selling of a house. So that's insane. And if you don't have some sort of system involved in those 1,000 or so decisions, you're gonna get really behind, really overwhelmed really quickly. So what we decided to do was we went between Lowe's and Home Depot to determine which store would best suit our needs as a real estate investor. We knew primarily Lowe's gears towards the homeowner and Home Depot gears towards the contractor, but both had pro desk, and so we kind of wanted to do our own case study. When getting started, we went into Lowe's, we figured out what our SKUs would be, we talked to the pro desk to see what they had to offer for us, being discounts on the money side, but also support in different areas. And then we did the same thing with Home Depot. And what we found was Home Depot had a whole different layer, the PAR, a rep that really kind of helps be sort of our concierge for whatever we were needing. At that same time, we were coming together with a partnership with National RIA, and we were traveling and speaking for National RIA, teaching real estate investors how to invest in real estate and how to flip houses. What we did with Home Depot was huge because what we found was the same problems that we were going through and concerns that we had were the same concerns that other real estate investors had. So we came up with a system, and it was very important for me because I am not organized by nature at all. So I knew I had to have a system for how I ordered my materials. Knowing that and having the Home Depot working hand in hand with us and helping that, we created a spreadsheet that basically had every possible SKU, every material that we could possibly need to flip a house on that spreadsheet. It had the dollar amount, it had the quantity, basically Excel. So what happens was I would go through with my foreman and I'd walk that job site before I ever even purchased the property, and I would go through on that SKU list and I would ask him, how many sheets of sheetrock do I need? How many drywall screws? How much mud? How much tape? What about, my trim for my floors? What's the square footage of flooring do I need? What about my tile, grout, everything you could possibly imagine needing. After walking through with him, I had a very good idea of the materials that I was going to need to do that project. Now, we all know there's gonna be things that we're gonna miss, things that we forget, and so I could budget a certain amount of money for that. But what I did with that SKU list was I then sent it into the pro desk at the Home Depot. They would run it through volume pricing in the bid room, and then they would email me back with the amount of money that my materials were going to be after all of my discounts were taken off, which is huge because I knew before I ever even purchased the house what my materials were gonna be, what my quotes basically were, and I would get my labor quote as well. So I knew fairly quickly, pretty close down to the dollar, what I was gonna be spending on materials. That was a huge help for the Home Depot. One of the other great things when I was looking between Lowe's and Home Depot as to which company I was gonna work with, I saw that the Home Depot offered the Pro Truck Delivery System. One of the biggest concerns that a rehabber has is keeping their contractor on site and keeping them there until the job is finished. A lot of times contractors will start a job here and then you can't get them back to your site for the next week, and that's why projects tend to go on for months and months and months. The problem is when you're investing in real estate and you're typically using hard money or private money, you're paying every single day interest on those funds. So you need to be able to get in there and get out. The great thing about the Home Depot is they have that Pro Truck, and so they would literally send me I would call them and say, hey, we forgot this on the order, it wasn't there. They would run it out to me with a pro truck so my contractors could stay on site, continue working, and get the job done faster for me. Another great thing that I loved that the Home Depot did that Lowe's did not do is they have pullers for me. So when I send in that big order, they basically have people that go and pull all the products together for my order, and then they deliver it out to my job site. Again, it's keeping my contractor there on site. They're not spending all this time that I'm paying for them to shop through the Home Depot aisles, go up and down and walking back and forth. And that to me was huge. Having that pro desk that they become your friends, they know you by name, you walk in, you've got that customer service, you feel like somebody, that is so incredibly important. My pro desk calls me when they have a closeout on certain tile that they know that I've used, that they've now marked down in clearance because they want me to be able to partake in that. I've had my PAR call me when they're doing a special on a certain brand of appliances, and I bought 2, 3, 4 sets of appliances because there's such great deals and I'm doing houses. But ultimately, I chose to go with the Home Depot because knowing that I wanted to scale and wanted to do multiple properties at the same time, I had to have a support system, a back office, if you will, that was working with me hand in hand, a partnership, and that was the Home Depot for me. I could tell you story after story about that. Now, currently, I'm no longer in that partnership. I started traveling and teaching people how to invest in real estate. And another thing that I loved about the Home Depot was they allowed me to talk to them about design, because that's something that's so big and huge for real estate investors. They have no idea how to design the property, what's currently trending, what colors are in. So what I would do is I would put together all these different Home Depot products, and I would have it labeled out bathroom 1, master bathroom, bathroom 2, and I would have everything from every paint color, trim color, door color, floor tile, grout, wall tile, accent tile, shower floor tile, the toilet, the light fixture, the mirror, and the vanity all in one. So they literally could take that, check what they needed, send that into their pro desk, and they had a bathroom designed. That is huge for people. They do not understand or know how to design a home. And so what do? As the investor, they tend to give their business to the contractor and say, okay, the contractor knows what materials I should get. I'm just gonna write the check to a contractor. Couple things, the contractor, raises the price on your materials, but also he's gonna put the cheapest materials in your home, which ultimately isn't going to sell your property. So what I always taught investors is hold on to your materials. Control the purchase of your materials. We've got this system put together for you so you can do it. It can be easy, but that way, from the Home Depot aspect of it, you're spending more money in your stores. From the buyer's side of it, they're getting more spend with the Home Depot, meaning they're getting bigger rebates, they're getting bigger discounts, which at the end of the day, it's all about your bottom line with the investor, and that's always gonna come back to them. So I started kind of teaching people how to design houses through the Home Depot, utilizing products at the Home Depot. I taught different ways to save money, how to make something look unique and special and different and expensive, but designing kind of on a dime. Nowadays, with all the home improvement shows that are out there, buyers are very savvy. They know exactly what they want. They know exactly what they're looking for into a house, and you cannot give them beige 12 by 12 tile, beige walls, white doors, builder grade construction when you're doing a rehab. You have got to do the special things, the little wow factors. And so that's a little bit about what I did and kind of my progression with Home Depot. I was in Atlanta at the time, I moved from Atlanta, and now I'm in St. Augustine, Florida. So I do all the flipping on my own. I've been doing it on my own for 4 years after I got out of it for a while, and I work with the same crew, and I have phenomenal pros here that help support me and help no matter where I'm at. Jacksonville is extremely spread out, but no matter where I'm at, they help me get the materials to my job site on a timely basis. They help with my contractors. They help no matter if it's a phone sale, a text to order, everything that I need. They've done shopping for me. I cannot sing praises enough about the Home Depot Pro team, and that's why I used to teach people and tell people across the country to utilize the Home Depot as a partner in their business, and I will still, moving forward, talk about the great things that the Home Depot does for the individual investor on a small scale and even a more grand scale as well, just with systemizing, and they can kind of customize per each pro desk that I've worked with, they kind of customize something special for me. So it's been a huge journey and something that I've loved, but through all the ups and downs, I've always stuck with the Home Depot because I truly believe they want what's best for the real estate investor, and they want their brand out there, and they're constantly working at getting new products, being innovative, and getting what we need as an investor into our hands at the best price possible. So thank you. That's a little bit about my story, and I hope you have a great day.